I told you that a white male just walked up to a black male and just shot him? Well, that's what happened according to the police. Let's put this picture up full mass here. Not a lot of details about this, but the details we have are horrible. Mark Waters, 66 years of age. He's a California man who allegedly shot a black man who was walking to the grocery store in what prosecutors are calling an unprovoked attack. He has not been charged with a felony, but I don't think the felony goes far enough. Waters was charged with felony assault with a semi-automatic firearm, resulting in great bodily injury and personal use of a firearm. The Santa Clara County DA says more charges may come as the investigation is looking into the incident as a possible hate crime. Now, I do have a question. Why was he not charged with attempted murder in addition to the other charges? Because if you just walk up to a person and shoot them, why do you not charge them with the obvious crime? Because that could lead to the death of another individual. The victim is only 21 years of age, 21 years old. Left the Airbnb he was renting to walk to the grocery store. He then saw Mr. Waters exit a home and quickly approach him while holding a black handgun. Imagine the fear happening with this young man right now in that moment. When the victim turned to run, Waters fired a single shot, but struck him in the leg. I guarantee you this, Walker was not aiming for the leg. I can promise you that, okay? District Attorney Jeff Rosen condemned the shooting, saying, and I quote, "Everyone should be safe walking to the store. We will not tolerate such senseless and violent acts in this country. We wish the victim a speedy recovery and will make sure he receives justice for this brutal assault." I just have something to submit for the record. Obviously, the wheels of justice are turning in the direction they should be. The man has been arrested and charged. However, there's this sense in the criminal justice system, the sentiment, where they are very careful about overcharging white criminals, but they're not careful when it comes to allocating charges to black criminals or individuals who commit violent acts, okay? So you have a white male who obviously committed a horrible and violent act. It looks as if he wanted to kill this individual unprovoked. If you say, well, he only wanted to injure him, you're giving him the benefit of the doubt. If that is his proclamation, that is called an affirmative defense. That doesn't mean you have to give him the benefit of the doubt. You do not have to be his defense attorney. You can charge him with the obvious crime. Let him assert his affirmative defense and work it out in court. That's typically how this would work. But already at the beginning, they're figuring out a way to make sure they do not charge him with murder or attempted murder, excuse me. But they charge him with the lesser offense of simply trying to injure the body of another person. We have no evidence that was his only motivation. All right, my dear brother, thoughts here.
Well, I'm not a lawyer. Obviously, what you say is true, that they are careful about how they charge people. They're not careful how they charge black people. And I've heard DAs and people talk about they don't want to press charges that they can't get a guilty plea on. So maybe that's what the DA is doing in this case. This guy obviously thought he was in Florida or Texas or Arizona or somewhere he could get away with this. But here's the interesting component to this case, the civil suit. Because this guy obviously has something. He has a house, maybe he has some money or whatever. And the victim in this shooting can sue the hell out of him. You can't just shoot someone in the leg. You're gonna have the criminal prosecution, but I promise you, there are lawyers lining up saying, oh yeah, there's a civil case here. We're gonna sue him and take away everything he has. As well they should. This action should destroy him. That would be justice. If this action destroys him, let him lose his house, lose his money if he's got retirement money or whatever, and let there be a real penalty for his racism.
Yeah, we will follow this to see if a motive develops out of their investigation. We shall see.